Hello everybody, the topic I'm gonna teach you today is finding marginal rate of substitution from Cobb-Douglas utility function. Marginal rate of substitution is calculated as marginal rate of substitution is equal to marginal utility of x divided by marginal utility of y. So this is basic formula of marginal rate of substitution. And the Cobb-Douglas equation is utility is equal to x power a y power b. X and y are two different products. Let's say x is banana and y is apple. So we can find out marginal rate of substitution from this equation, utility equation. And marginal rate of substitution is defined as the rate at which a consumer can give up or sacrifice some amount of one good in exchange of another good, keeping total utility unchanged. And what is utility? This is the basic topic which you have studied in introductory economics, introduction to economics, and utility is self-satisfaction that we derive by using certain product. So utility is the satisfaction that we derive by using certain product. For example, if you drink a glass of water, it gives you some satisfaction, and that satisfaction is known as utility. So marginal utility is the additional utility that we obtain by using one additional unit of a product. And it is calculated as simply change in total utility divided by change in quantity. Delta sign shows change in total utility divided by change in quantity. Okay, but technically when we have multi-product model, what we have to do is we have to find out marginal utility of x, we have to find out partial derivative of utility function with respect to x. And on the other hand, if we have to find out marginal utility of y, then what we can do is we have to find partial derivative of utility with respect to product y. Okay, now just find out these values and then put these values into the formula above. And the formula of marginal rate of substitution is already given here. Okay, to find out marginal utility of x, I'm writing utility function again here. Utility is equal to x power a y power b. And from this, I can find out marginal utility of x. Marginal utility of x is equal to partial derivative of utility with respect to x. And as a basic principle, if I have to take derivative of this equation with respect to x, then I will have to bring power down. So a into x power a minus 1. As a basic principle, we deduct 1 from the power. So y power b, we will not change y variable, it will remain the same. And now I have to find out marginal utility of y, and this is marginal utility of x. And now I have to find out marginal utility of y from the given function. So I will have to take first derivative of utility with respect to y. And as a basic principle, now what I will have to do is I will have to bring power of y down. So b into x power a, I will not change anything in x variable because I'm taking derivative with respect to b. So I'm taking derivative with respect to y. So y power b minus 1. And this is the value of marginal utility of y. Now simply what I have to do is I have to simply put these values into marginal rate of substitution formula, and that is equal to marginal utility of x divided by marginal utility of y. Put the value of marginal utility of x, a into x power a minus 1 y power b, divided by, put the value of marginal utility of y, that is marginal utility of y is equal to bx power a y power b minus 1. Okay, now I have to operate this equation And if I operate this equation, then I can write it as a over b into, I can keep y variable, and then I can move x variable downward, and I can move y variable upward. So if I move y upward, then I will have to deduct power of y, that is b minus 1. And if already I have x power a here as a denominator, now I can move this variable downward. If I move it down, then what I will have to do, I will have to deduct power a minus 1. Okay, now we can further simplify it, and if I further simplify it, then what will happen to it? And if I remove bracket, then b minus b, and this minus will make this minus plus, plus 1 over x power a and minus a plus 1. And as a basic math principle, plus b can be cancelled with minus b, plus a can be cancelled with minus a. Okay, and finally a over b into y power 1. If power is 1, we need not to write it. And now x power 1, and we need not to write 1 as a power. And finally we can write it as ay over bx is the marginal rate of substitution. And if you want to show it with indifference curve, then you can write it as marginal rate of substitution will be, indifference curve is the graph which shows different combinations of two products that give a consumer equal level of satisfaction. So indifference curve looks like this. And if this indifference curve gives, let's say, 100 units of satisfaction or utility, then it means each combination along this IC curve will give equal level of satisfaction, that is 100 units. But at combination A, consumer is consuming this much quantity of Y, let's say it's 50 units, and this much quantity of X, let's say it's 10 units. Now if consumer wants to purchase more units of X good, then he will have to move to point B, and at point B, now let's see he is consuming 20 units of Y, and he can purchase and consume, let's say, 20 units of X. This perpendicular from A to C is change in Y, and this base C to B is change in X. And the slope of IC curve basically shows marginal rate of substitution. So marginal rate of substitution is equal to change in Y over change in X. And this is equal to the gap between 50 and 20 is change in Y, and that is 30. And change in 10 and 20 is 10. Officially it will be minus 10, but we can ignore minus sign. So if we further simplify it, then answer will be 3 over 1. It shows that for every one additional unit of X good, consumer has to sacrifice 3 units of Y good, but all combinations along the IC curve gives him equal level of satisfaction. Again, one more important thing which may be confusing you, marginal rate of substitution is equal to delta Y over delta X, or change in Y over change in X, or we can write it as derivative of Y over derivative of X. As you know that in previous example I wrote that marginal rate of substitution of X on Y is equal to marginal utility of X over marginal utility of Y. Then how marginal rate of substitution can be equal to this? We can just put the values and we can further derive it to reach this value. Marginal utility of X is equal to partial derivative of utility function with respect to X, and if we divide it by marginal utility of Y, that is partial derivative of utility with respect to Y, partial derivative of utility with respect to X, and to bring this value above, we have to reverse the value, like partial derivative of y over partial derivative y over u. And as a basic math principle, we can cancel out these values. So partial derivative of y over x is basically the slope of indifference curve, or it is equal to marginal rate of substitution. So this is why I'm writing it directly, derivative of y over derivative of x.